One of my pet peeves, one of the things I dislike most actually, is when I hear the comments, has the market gone too far too fast? Has it risen too high too quickly? And you tend to hear this at times when, like what we're going through right now, where the indices are moving significantly higher at this time of year. Well, we know seasonal factors have kicked in. We know that the best 3-month period for the markets is between November and the end of January. So that's not a surprise to us. But I think what is a surprise, or has been a surprise for many investors and analysts and economists, etc., has been how fast the markets have moved higher. And so we're getting this comment of, has the market moved too high, too fast? And the funny thing is, do we ever actually hear people say, has the market gone down too much, too fast? Probably not. At least I haven't heard that. And so it's quite frustrating. It's almost like people are always questioning the ups, but they seem to accept or predict or wait for the down markets. And I'm going to show you a couple of charts here that says no, the stock market hasn't moved too far too fast, or too high too fast. First one is a chart of the NASDAQ. Now, you can make the argument, yes, on the far right, look how much the NASDAQ has gone higher. This is a 5-year chart. So you can see towards the end of 2023, we've seen significant gains in the market. But if you look back to where the market traded at the end of 2021, you will notice that the market was actually higher at the end of 2021 than it is today. And that we're just getting back, or the NASDAQ is just getting back to its previous highs. So I guess to play devil's advocate, or take the other side, one could say we haven't really gone anywhere in the last 2 years. The NASDAQ actually hasn't gone up in the last 2 years. It's gone way down and then right back up again, just to the point where it was 2 years ago. So if you're an investor that owns the ETF or of the NASDAQ, or what we call the QQQs, the triple Qs, which is again an ETF for the tech stocks or the NASDAQ, you would notice that you probably haven't gone anywhere in the last couple of years. Again, had you owned certain stocks that trade on the NASDAQ, yes, I'm sure you would have made, you could have made significant gains, but owning or taking a look at the index in general, I don't think it's gone too far too fast. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. The S&P 500 index, you'll notice once again on the far right-hand side of this chart, significant gains. But yet again, going back to where this the S&P 500 was at the end of 2021, where the S&P was around 4,800, and we are still below that, you could then make the argument that since the end of 2021, so for the last 2 years, we've gone down and back up. And in essence, the broader market hasn't really made any gains. So this argument about markets going up too far too fast, I would come back and say, well, it's gone as high as it has, as quickly as it has, because it fell as much as it did, as quickly as it did. And it's just making back the losses that it had in 2022. So 2024, if we reach a new all-time high, I know on the Dow, we actually have reached an all-time high recently. S&P, we're getting closer. The NASDAQ, we're getting close again. Then that's when we can say, okay, we've now reached our all-time highs that we reached back in 2021. Where do we go from here? And in my opinion, I think we go higher in the next year based on a lower interest rate environment, based on the Federal Reserve and Bank of Canada talking a little more dovishly, saying that in essence, we've seen peak interest rates, and now it's just a matter of time before they start to lower interest rates. And because of that, and for that, I guess being the main reason, I think this market will continue to make new highs in 2024.